Hi, guys. It's Marlene of Living Your Best Life. And today I'm going to be doing a story time. My purpose of doing this story time today is to encourage somebody who has already gone through it or who is going through it. And I feel like my transparency is going to help someone. So today's story time is finding out my dad has cancer. So this took place back in 2011. Um, I was living in Canada at the time and going back home for a normal visit like I usually would because, as you guys know, I live here in Florida and I have to escape some of that winter snow. So I come home to see my parents as normal, and I noticed my dad was looking a little strange. But I just, how like you just look at somebody and say something is not right. But anyways, I just thought maybe he was tired or whatever or stressed out. So just having a normal visit with my family. I was so happy to see them, happy to be back in the warmth of Florida. And um, I see some letters that my dad had on his bedside table. But of course, before I could get to them, my dad picked them up and put them away. So I just noticed my dad's, from I got there, he was looking strange, he's acting strange, he's hiding letters and stuff, which is not like in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal in my family dynamic. I have a lot of secretive people in my family. But anyhow, maybe about 3 or 4 days later, my dad gets a phone call and he's in his room talking. And I heard him say, and I'm not going to change my mind. And I'm like, I'm not going to change your mind. Okay. So, anyways, fast forward, we have dinner and stuff. And after dinner, my dad, he goes in his room and he's reading a book. So I figure it's a good opportunity to just go in, shoot the breeze with him, and find out, what's going on with him, how he's doing. So, of course, for you guys don't know, I'm the 10th child, and my dad is my best friend. So I'm like, Daddy, what's going on? Did you miss me? And he's like, yeah, I miss you. He's like, you can always come home anytime you want to. And I say, yeah, Dad, I know that. So I was like, well, what's going on with you? At the time, my dad was still working, of course, being stubborn. At this time, my dad was 71 or 72 years old. He's still working full time. He would not retire. And so a little bit before then, he had got into a car accident. They hit him from behind. What did they call that? A hit in the bumper. So, and that hurt his neck. He got a little whiplash, and also he hit his head on the steering wheel, which gave him a gash on his left side. So after that, I just noticed my dad was just a little different after that. So I'm just thinking that's why I wanted to go and check on him after he had gotten this accident. So after that, I'm just talking to him and I just like, Dad, what's going on? I noticed that you're a little different than you normally are. And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. And, of course, you can recognize when somebody is yanking your chain. And I was like, yeah, but you're talking to me, you're talking to Marlene. You can't fool me. And he just smiled. He's like, oh, no, everything's okay. And then maybe I would want to say like 2 or 3 days later, um, I just like you know how like when you feel something in your spirit, like something's not right, and something in my spirit kept telling me you need to push further and find out how he really is. So I just said, Dad, I'm not taking it anymore. I feel like you're hiding something from me. And he was like, well, you know, Dad's getting older and stuff. I was like, Dad, that's not it. I can feel it from I got home. I said, I could see that you look differently. I could see, like the way you're walking, everything is different. I was like, are you having pain from your car accident? What's happening with you? So he just said, I got a little news the other day. And I said, you got a little news. What kind of news did you get? And he says that he went to his normal doctor, got a checkup. Then he got a letter in the mail saying he needs to call the office. So he calls the office, and that's when they told him. They told him that he has stage 2 prostate cancer. So I was just looking at him. You know how like you're looking at somebody, kind of like an out of body experience. It's like you're in the moment. You heard what you heard, but then you're in disbelief. The shock sets in. So I was like, so stage 2. So my thing is, I just wanted to know, okay, what are you going to do about it? To me, that's the only thing that matters. What are you going to do about it? And he already told me, he says, I'm not going to do anything about it. He's like, I'm 70, I'm in my 70s. I've lived a good life. I had my 10 children. I have grandchildren, great grandchildren. And if this is it, this is it. He's because my parents never believed really in what do you call it, conventional medicine with doctors and chemo and all of that stuff. So, and I feel like he's known for some time, but he didn't tell me that part. But that's what my spirit told me. Um, so I was just like devastated in that moment, like just looking at him like in disbelief, like, can this really be happening to me? Because at that time in my life, I had finally, for the first time, I had moved out of the country. I was living in Montreal, Canada for, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 months. So I was like living my dream of, living somewhere else, getting out of the box of just not letting anxiety take over me. And I was doing some things, traveling, enjoying my life, really happy. And then this news comes. So he says he's not going to tell anybody until he's ready, but he says he knows me. I already had figured it out. I knew something wasn't right, but as soon as I saw him, when you know somebody, you just know something's not right. So, um, yeah, he kept it to himself, another secret. I have no idea if he had talked to my mother at the time. I don't know if he told my other siblings. We never have had this conversation about when they found out. But this is when I found out my dad had cancer. So um, after that, a few other things happened to him, and he started to decline. And that's where I'm going to pick up the next story time. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful to somebody, just to let somebody else know, somebody who has either had cancer, they know somebody who had cancer. Just know that there's always something that you can learn from it. I know sometimes that pain, that shock of cancer, but there is always a lesson in everything. There's a lesson and blessing in everything. And this is when I used my opportunity to get closer to my dad and to love him even more. So, if you have cancer or you know somebody who has cancer or has been through cancer, take some time to spend time with that person, encourage them, because at the end of the day, the thing that matters the most in life is spending time with people you love, making memories, forgiving, and having peace of mind. So, I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And on this channel, I do story times, um, motivational topics, interviews on my Sunday talk shows, and also other positive topics. And I also have blogs on this channel. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, subscribe to the channel, join my channel membership to be part of exclusive members only live streams and motivational things. So I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on part 2 of this story time. Have a great day, guys. And like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired.